We're all partly and involved in the Palestinian solidarity movement in Berlin. Every one of us are aware of the situation, tired of the situation, which is worse than in Italy because of many reasons. We met in university and in a theory class, and for me at least was very like I kind of already decided I wanted to do something like that, but I haven't made a full film before, never. So I was like, I had this idea, but I don't know if I can bring it into reality. And then I met Nora and Noah, and Noah came up with the idea in a sense, with the starting point, like how the team with which we started here, which was the occupation of the Free University in 2024, which was like a very violent eviction. And, uh, and when we started with this and we realized after 3 months that the project was getting bigger. Because in the beginning we had to make a 6 minute short film only about it, which was terrible. Uh, and so then we started to receive emails from artists, journalists, and people who knew that we were filming something about it, and they, as we did, they also feel the need to open their mouth because a big problem in Germany is that if you open your mouth, if you say something about this topic, and if you stand for freedom against genocide for Palestinians, yeah, you are seen as an anti-Semite, you are seen as a criminal, you've been got all arrested for the racist reasons, like wearing a necklace, just being there, wearing a keffiyeh. And we see this how this topic is being used from the extreme right to win consensus, and we see the level of authoritarianism that is growing. And so standing for Palestine and making a documentary for us was like standing for freedom of
When we met in this film course, we were all at that point students of the Freie Universität Berlin. So that's the university we talk about mainly because we were all students there. Like Elena said, the film starts with the encampment, and then this is the focus of the film, all the academic places, what's happening there, but then we realized it's already interconnected with what's happening in Germany, like Staatsräson, for example, and the role of press and media, and how this all affects this academic spaces. And like these structures in Germany are the reason why these things happened at the Free University. So in our film, we try to explain how these things are connected, but we always get back to this university context and different events that happen there.
at least more chances to resist this than Germany. Because in Germany, we are already at the point where it's very hard to go back. We thought, I remember after 1 year of genocide, um, we were seeing, and we say this in the film also, more voices talking about it, like the topic went more into the public, but the governments, the media that make the difference, because particularly the media, um, how they how they talk about the topic, how the narrative they use, they haven't changed anything. They got even worse. And I see in Italy there are at least not many, but there are some big media. They give space to some other voices. Here in Germany is really, really, as I said, also being on the street in Italy and being able to say from the window to the street, Palestine will be free, you know, don't get arrested. In
Yeah.
Germany, you get arrested for it.
Yeah, but
So I can't predict the future, but I see here more awareness than in Germany.
One important thing what's happening in Germany is that it's not only violence on the street. Of course, the violence is really bad, but it's also a lot about, like Elena said, scaring people and a lot of people getting arrested, for example. And this, I think, is the reason why people are also scared to go on the streets, for example, or to say something out loud, because it's a lot more um, followed in a way like you can get in front of court or can get consequences, can lose your job, things like that. So I think it's really important, and I don't know how to do that, but to bring more people into this resistance movement, because it's really about numbers. So really talk with people and tell them what's happening. So because a lot of people really just listen to mainstream media, and that's how they get some kind of narrative. So yeah, we need to explain what's happening, because the bigger the numbers are, the more difficult it gets for the police and for the politics and the state to give all these consequences. Because right now what we're seeing is, yeah, they really target some people who are always there. And for example, someone just lost his German citizenship. So things like that are really dangerous. Yeah, so if we are more and more people, this will be more difficult. So yeah, but I don't know the best way to get all the people. That's the difficult part.
Don't be afraid. Keep talking, keep screaming, keep doing what you are doing if you are doing something. And because you are fighting for your freedom, uh, no, your freedom is other people's freedom. It's the most important thing. Even in the moment where you think, yeah, where the topic is not anymore like now, for example, it's not anymore that much in the scene in the public talk. Keep doing it, and I think. I mean, I don't know if I perceive it more because I am already decided, but I think it's already pretty good what happened.
Yeah, I just want to add maybe that it's really important to stick together and also support each other, because we all know how hard this fight can be and how tough it is. And it's still going to take a while, and we need to keep doing it. And so I just want to say, yeah, don't forget to support each other while doing it. I think that's really important.